Jai Hind, Saraswati Sisukunj Vagwala Borsad, Standard 5th, subject EVS, English medium, right? Okay, so as you all know that in live class, we started the chapter that is 12 number Sunita in Space, right? And we have seen many videos, right? And we get information about globe and what was the journey of Sunita Williams. Okay, so this is your quick review of that whole chapter with some exercises. So your chapter start from globe. Two students are talking about globe, right? They have globe in their hand, right? As we all know that what is globe? Globe is model of earth, right? It is a physical representation of earth. It looks like earth. Okay, so as we all know that earth has a surface of a land with atmosphere, right? Like if you see here, if you're imagining that this is our earth, here you can see, right, that is your earth, and this part if you consider as land and other part is ocean, right, and this is your surface. So that they are thinking, right, that where we are living, on the surface of the earth or inside the surface of the earth. So that is the solution, that we are living on the surface of the earth. They have more questions like, what about those countries who are down, like Argentina, right? What will happen with those countries? People who are living over there, will they fall off, right? Will they fall down? So no, they will not fall down. Why? Because we discussed, right, there is a gravitation force which is on the earth. If you go outside of the earth, there is no gravitation force, but when you are on the earth, there is a gravitation force which pull everything down whoever tries to go up, like this chalk stick, right? If I'll throw it up, it comes down. That is gravitation force, right? Whatever things you are throwing up, it comes down. That is about earth and your globe. What about water? Means oceans and sea. Water is there in oceans and sea. Will it come out from the earth in the space? Will it spread? So no, it will not spread. That atmosphere, water, land, whatever is present on the earth will not leave if it doesn't have sufficient force to go out. Gravitation force will hold all the things to the earth, right? When you are jumping, you also fall down. When you are using slide, when you are sitting on the top of the slide, you comes down. When water falls on any slope, that water also comes down. When water falls on a mountain, right, that water falls off towards the ground, right? So that is the role of gravitation force which is present on the earth. So this is about earth, right? But many basic things which we need to clear in our mind before going in the detail of Sunita in Space chapter, right? So what are planets? Earth is also planet. Many other planets are also there, right? If you remember, we discussed about the names of the planet, right? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. There are planets, right? So that all planets, what is the definition? How we can define that planet? So planets that are heavenly body which moves around the sun, right? And they don't have heat and light of their own. This definition we already discussed, right? What is star? So star is steady thing. It is also heavenly body, but it is steady. It remains at one place, fixed. Stars are heavenly body which are fixed, and they have light and heat of their own. They have light and heat of their own, so they are stars. Stars and planets are different. One more thing, natural satellite. There are two types of satellites, natural satellite and artificial satellite. So I am talking about right now natural satellites. What is the natural satellite of the earth? So that is moon. Okay, if we talk about artificial satellites, so what are artificial satellites? So artificial satellites are man-made. Artificial satellites are man-made, right? Which revolves around planet and gives you information, and they are also used for communication. They are called artificial satellites. So these are some basic definitions which we need to understand. So those two students also discuss about Sunita, that girl was saying that Sunita is going to come tomorrow to their school, right? And they are curious to meet Sunita Williams because they have many questions, right? On the next day, when Sunita Williams came to their school, she explained about her journey in the space. So here few lines are written in your textbook that I am going to repeat, and if you join the Zoom class, so I have show you one video by which we can understand that how it is so much difficult to live inside the space, but sometimes it is funny also, right? So Sunita said that they are not able to sit at one place, right? They cannot be at one place. They are always floating from one end to other end, right? When they want to be on one place, so they need to tie themselves towards one place with the steps which are given in the spaceship. Sunita also said that it is difficult to drink water. Even it is difficult too when they want to wash their face or hand. They need to use napkin to clean their face with water, right? Because if you have seen those videos, there is a water, it becomes bubble when it comes out from the packet, right? So it flows like blobs. Blobs means bubbles. It is so difficult to eat food also because food also float in the air, in the spaceship, right? There is no air, so it floats in the spaces from space from here to there. Sunita also said that there is no need to use comb, right? Because there is no gravity, and because of that, their hairs stand straight, always upwards, towards up direction, right? Right now you are seeing in your hands, just observe your hairs and mine, right? It is not standing, right? But when we are in this space, right? Actually, it is not possible, but just imagine if you are in this space, right? So your hand stands straight towards up, right? Okay, so there is no no use of comb. Here you can see photograph. The first photo is when they take off from the earth. It was the date 9th of December 2006. Okay, second photograph here that you can see, it is when they are standing up, means they are floating on the air with that Sunita Williams is with her friend, right? The date was 11th December 2006. The third photo here you can see, they are around the table, right? And they are eating, and the dish, yellow dish, which is floating right in the spaceship. The date was 11th December. The next photograph here you can see that is Sunita Williams who is floating inside the spaceship. The fourth photograph here, when Sunita Williams make a record of spacewalk, right? With a space suit, she walked outside of the space and she created new record. So these are memorable photographs, right? And from these photographs we can learn many things. We can actually understand that how they live inside the spaceship. Now let's see exercise based on today's topic. So here is answer the following questions, right? First question, who is Sunita Williams? So Sunita Williams is woman astronaut that we all know. See second number question, why did Sunita Williams came to India? Why did Sunita Williams came to India? So Sunita Williams came to India to fulfill Kalpana Chawla's dream to come to India and talk with children, right? Okay, what was Kalpana's dream? The answer is in a previous question. Kalpana's dream was to come to India and talk with school children, right? Okay, fourth number question, what record did Sunita make? What record did Sunita make? So Sunita record means Sunita made record to be the first woman for the longest space walk. As we all know that Sunita, when she was in the spaceship, right, she came out from the spaceship with the spacesuit and she walked in the open space. So that was at that time she made the record of to being first woman for the longest space walk, right? So now together for this all four questions together we will see answers. So let's see answer now. So first number question, who is Sunita Williams? And answer is Sunita Williams is a woman astronaut. See second number, why did Sunita Williams came to India? So as we discussed, she came to India to fulfill her friend Kalpana Chawla's dream to meet school children. What was Kalpana's dream? So Kalpana's dream was to come to India and meet school children. Fourth question, what record did Sunita make? So Sunita make record to be first woman for the longest space walk? Just take a look of all answers. Okay, so let's see our next question, that is give reason. First give reason is here. People living in Brazil and Argentina countries on the lower part of the globe do not fall off, right? As we all know that there are countries which is Brazil and Argentina, which is downside of the globe, means on the earth, right? And they do not fall off, right? Because of gravitation force of the earth, right? If you are talking about space, there is no up and down directions, right? But here, just to explain you, I am telling you there is a gravitation force, right? On wherever you are on the earth, that gravitation force will hold you towards the earth, right? And because of that gravitation force, we all are attached with the earth's surface, and that is why they do not fall off. Let's see next question. The sea water doesn't fall off. Same reason, right? Because of the gravitation of the same reason, because of gravitation, right? Water, atmosphere, every living thing, whatever thing which are present on the earth will be on the earth. That gravitation force will keep that thing, it will try to keep that thing towards the earth, and that is why the water which is in sea and ocean will not fall off, right? Let's see next number, third number question. In space there was no need to use comb, right? There is no use of comb. Why? Because there is no gravity. These two questions is about there is gravity, and these two questions are about there is no gravity. Just see here what they are saying, that there is no use of comb. Why? Because if you use the comb, then also your hairs will be up straight, right? It will be not proper as right now, right? It will stand up, right? That is why there is no use of comb, and the reason is there is no gravity in the space. See next one. In a spaceship, space travelers did not experience the pull of the earth. Look, the gravitation force works only in the certain part of the earth, when you are on the earth or when you are inside the atmosphere of the earth. When you are outside the atmosphere of the earth, any person who is outside, so this space travelers, they are actually outside of the earth, and then that is why they will not experience pull of the earth towards the earth, right? So these are give reasons. Let's see answer of these give reasons. So here are answers. First question here. People living in a Brazil and Argentina countries on the lower part of the globe do not fall off, because see here, due to the earth's gravitational force, people who live in Brazil and Argentina do not fall off, right? Because of gravitational force. Next one. The sea water doesn't fall off. Why sea water doesn't fall off? Same thing, right? Because of gravitation. Now, how we'll write? We'll write in a short that due to gravitational force, sea water doesn't fall off. See next question. In space, there was no need to use a comb. Why? Because in space there was no need to use comb, because their hairs always used to be standing in upwards position, right? In upwards position their hairs will be standing if they use comb or if they don't use comb. In both the condition, the thing means the position of the hairs becomes same. Let's see next one. In a spaceship, space travelers did not experience the pull of the earth. Why it like that? So in the spaceship, the space travelers do not experience the pull of the earth, because the earth's gravitational force work only on the earth. The earth's gravitational force work only on the earth. Just take a look of all answers. So there are more give reasons. Let's see here, fifth number. When we throw a ball in the air, it falls back, right? When you are throwing the ball, it goes upward in the direction of sky. It means opposite direction of the earth, right? And we all know that there is a gravitation force which will pull that ball down. and because of that gravitation force, this ball will falls back, right? So that is the reason. See next one, children always slide down from the slide and did not slide up, right? Slides which are, you know, in the garden or in some playgrounds, if you have seen the slides, right? And children's, you are standing, means you are sitting on the slide, right? Children sit on the slide and then they slide down. There is a slope, right? And from that slope, when you are sitting up at the upper position, you slide down and you are not going back from the slide, right? You are sitting down and automatically you cannot go up, right? You require some force, efforts, right? That is also because of gravitational force. You are sitting up and your gravitation force work on your body and it pull you downside, and that is why from the slide you goes down in the downward direction. See next one, from mountains water falls downwards, not upwards. When water falls on the mountain, if we talk about rainy season, right, so it falls downward, right? If we take example of river Ganga, right, it comes from Himalaya and it comes down, it doesn't go up, right? It does, that water which is in the river, it doesn't go towards the Himalaya, it comes from the Himalaya to the whole India, right? It travels from many cities. So whenever you are observing there is some height and water falls on that ground, means on mountain, so that water will fall downside. That is also because of gravitational force. Okay, so now let's see answers of these three give reasons. So here is answers. See first one, when we throw a ball in the air, it falls back. So reason is here, the ball falls back because of gravitational force, right? Because of gravitational force, that ball falls back. See next one, children always slide down in the slide and not slide up. Why? So see here, because when children sit on the top of the slide, the gravitational pulls children down towards the earth. When children is sitting on the top of the slide, right, like slope right here, so that earth pulls the children down towards the earth. But if children is sitting on the downside, right, so earth will not push, right? Gravitation force means it pulls, not push, right? So here, but if doesn't work from the down to up, right? It doesn't work, means it will not send you from down to up. Okay, see next one, from mountains water flows down towards, not upward. Same thing is here, right? Water flows down, not up. Why? Because here water flows downwards because gravitational force pull the water down towards the earth, not in opposite direction. Just take a look of all answers, please. Okay, so I hope you understand the chapter, that is Sunita in Space, right? If you will take interest, you will, surprised by knowing the facts about the space, right? I hope that you are, focusing and you are using your brain and you are curious about this chapter. Just keep doing your worksheets, right? Focus. Thank you so much.